Hey guys, it is about time that I show you guys another progress video to update you guys. I really haven't been uploading any progress videos just because in my mind, I don't really understand why people even really care about my progress that much, but I find it, I don't know if the word is endearing, or I'm grateful that people do care about my progress. So I am going to come at you guys with a video on my progress, and it's it's difficult to upload daily progress videos as I get better. Not even get better, but it's just difficult to like upload like every single day like a progress video. So I try to upload videos that still kind of pertain to art. I just try to use like past experiences or skills or other interests that I have and try to make a twist on it that's art related and can help people. So that's what I try to do in between. I might just do a art video progress, whatever. I don't know if that sentence even made sense. I'm not gonna try to say it again. Um, every like Monday or something like that. Just because today's Monday, so it just happens to fall on that day. So I might just do that instead and just update you guys every Monday and then put other videos that could be helpful in between. But we'll see. Um, but it is day 11 of working on this book right here, the How to Draw book from Scott Roberson, and I'm just going to take you guys through what I've been working on. So let me hit the screen record on this real quick. So here we go. So if you guys saw the last video, you would know what I was working on this, and it's basically just 2-point perspective and trying to create a form on this grid right here and using the mirrored plane, as you could probably maybe see if you know um, what you're looking at. So that's what that was. I'm not getting too much into it. And then there's, of course, this again, just practicing using the mirror planes. And then I tried drawing a car. I'm going to zoom out of here just so you guys can see the reference photos I was using. I'm not sure if it's even going to show up. There it is. I tried drawing this Mustang. Obviously, not great. Uh, Still needs a lot of work, but I'm still, trying to sort out how to exactly put things in 2-point perspective using Scott Roberson's methods. So we have that, and then try it again from a different angle. It kind of looks more like a military Humvee, honestly. Uh, Also, I still have I wouldn't say a hard time, but I still don't understand ellipses too well. The All the videos I watched on ellipses don't really help me too much. Like they say just to draw a square or a box and then put the ellipse in there, and then the top and the bottom have to be, what's the word, vertical to each other, and then the two sides have to touch the other two sides. But it's like, how do you draw a perfect box or a perfect square in perspective? That's the part they never really explained to even get to the point of putting the ellipse in there. But I'll figure it out. And then we have this thing of beauty. Um, yeah, not gonna explain it. Then tried drawing a boat. Actually, I didn't try drawing a boat. It just kind of turned into a boat. And then I actually drew a boat. Okay. And then I tried drawing this car. Obviously, I'm still not still, but at this point, I was kind of still trying to figure out. Well, I guess I wasn't trying to figure out anything. I was just putting pen on paper and just seeing what worked. And obviously, I made the car too long, or you can say I made the front too short, like the width too short, whatever you want to say. And I still don't understand ellipses. I just don't. Okay. It gets better, guys. Don't worry. And then I tried drawing a plane, and actually tried using like divide the rectangles and all that stuff and blah 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 blah. But at the beginning it was kind of confusing, like all these lines that you have to make to mirror things in perspective. And I am at this point I'm getting pretty used to seeing the lines, and I'm working a lot faster. It still gets a little bit confusing sometimes, but yeah, try drawing this plane right here. Okay. Try drawing another plane, and I think this time I was more focused on just trying to um not really get the form perfect, like obviously all the curves. I mainly just focused on, blocking everything in first in perspective and just practicing mirror and stuff. So the wing the mirrored wing actually came out pretty okay. I'm not sure if I still have an issue. I don't know. You will see later in the drawings that I kind of have difficulty mirroring the this wing onto the other side perfectly because I'm trying to use this corner over here and divide it in half with the half point line. But sometimes even if you get it like a little bit off, it really throws um the far wing. Like the far wing looks really off if you're even a little bit off here, but I digress. Then we have this plane, and honestly, I wasn't too upset with how this came out considering the failures of everything else, and I started to gain a little bit more confidence here. But this is what I'm talking about. Like I don't know, the wing on this side. I feel like should be shown a little bit more. Like I'm not sure because you could see. Maybe you can't see. Oh, you can't see this line right here. I gotta zoom in really close, but this line right here. I took it from this corner of this box. Wait, no, I didn't. What did I do? I did something. Oh, okay. So I took this blue box right here on the right side, and I found the midpoint, which is right here, and then I shot this line right here all the way through, and then I used that. No, no, I don't know. I don't know what I did. Okay, and I'm not gonna spend too much time explaining it, but it just looks off. Okay, or maybe it doesn't look off. I don't know. And I try getting more simple with this drawing right here. Um, yeah, no explanation needed. And then I tried drawing this thing of beauty. Get rid of that. Yeah, and this is where it gets confusing with all these lines. I think I've gotten better at you'll see later I got better at making the lines not look too clustered or not so confusing. I think I still have an issue with like where do I put the like exactly where I put the horizon line, and then in relationship to the horizon line, where do I put like the ground plane to not make it look too obscured, but I'm too scared to go all the way over here because the lines get like faded, and then I feel like it starts flattening too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Who knows? Obviously this thing I messed up. I still messed up on like the what's it called? The windshield and how to curve it correctly from this angle and making it look more rounded in the front, but and not making it look too boxy. But yeah. And then here I tried using the method to draw a perfect cube in perspective so that I could draw an ellipse in perspective, but I don't have a protractor, so I think this is off. Again, tried again, and this is the point where I was like, I don't have a protractor, I can't do this. I didn't want to go to the store to buy one. And then tried understanding ellipses better. No work, no work. This is the reference photo, and this is the plane I tried drawing. Honestly, not too bad. I think the um issue I'm having more is the how to because the plane isn't a perfect box all the way through from the windshield all the way to the tail. It starts to curve inwards. I hope that makes sense. I'm not sure exactly how to show that too well in the drawings sometimes. I think the best way is to start on the ground plane and taper it in and then use that as a reference. But yeah, we're still figuring it out. And then Mustang, not really a Mustang. Don't worry, guys, we got better. Okay. And then I was like, let's go simple with this little boxy car. I still, this thing still makes me struggle a little bit just because I don't know that front part. I shouldn't struggle with it so much, but I just don't know how to get the dimensions correct in relationship to the rest of the car. Um, yeah, so that's how that turned out. Don't worry, I tried that car a few more times. I don't know why I said don't worry, like you guys are worried. Um, okay, a little better than the last one, but still needs a lot of work, and I think I gave up halfway through. Um, we tried again, getting a little bit better. Then I think I just gave up at this. I did give up. I think I had to go do something, and I came back, and then trying to hop back into understanding everything that's going on after you just took a break, and it just it's too confusing, honestly, to because then you had to spend a lot of mental power to like try and figure out what each line meant again, and you kind of just break the whole flow of things. But yeah, I think I tried it again, and then see like how this top part just looks very very wrong. And now that I'm looking at it, this vertical line is not vertical, so that and is not even touching the other line up there. So I think that's where I really went wrong with that. So I found workarounds around some things, and I'll explain them later. But what I mean by that, this Dodge Viper, yeah, Dodge Viper has been really been on, making me struggle lately. I'm trying hard to get this right, but it looks more like the front looks too cutie. I don't know. It looks more like a Miata if anything on the front. So yeah, I just have a hard time bending the headlights correctly around the plane. Let's see. Then we tried it again. Fail. Pretty much the same thing. But I wasn't, I'm not really trying to replicate the demon exactly. I'm really just trying to get used to all the things that I've learned and trying to apply them correctly, or just get my mind wrapped around all the construction lines and try to get something that even resembles a car at all. So that's why I'm not too upset with stuff like this. Again, tried. I don't know why I made the top dome so tall, but yeah. Tried again with the plane. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna explain too much. Gave up. Don't know what was going on here. I think I tried making the front part not come up too much, but then I made it too long, obviously. But I found a strategy later on. It's just you just take the wheels and then you just divide, how many wheels are in between. And usually with the Dodge, just like I think it's like 3 wheel lengths in between, so you don't get like this whole mess going on. Then I think we're coming to an end. This is when I actually blocked this in, and I think I create 2 layers, and then the first layer is just to block everything in, and then the first layer, and then I lower the opacity, and then I just add everything on top. And I'm just eyeballing the ellipses now. I don't understand, the whole making a square in perspective and doing all this other stuff. Really, it's just kind of too confusing for me. So yeah, more planes. Honestly, at this point, I was like, maybe there's a little bit of hope for me. Uh, Not the best, but and then obviously, let's see. you could tell the work that went underneath it, and it does take a lot of time to like build something so simple like this. A little sad if you ask me, but whatever. Went back to trying to make this again. You're gonna see I kind of just use the same cars over and over again, or the same like planes over and over again. And at this point, I was like, you know what? Let's just make our own car. I wasn't trying to make my own car. I was trying to copy the reference photo, but then I was like, it's so off, and it looks like something else right now. So I'm just gonna add my own, you know, pajam to it. What? uh, this, and then this. Not terrible. It's like, I mean, it's pretty bad. I think I did the same thing. Yeah, yeah. There's a layer underneath as well, and you can see all the lines that went underneath it. But it's just crazy, like how much time I spend, making all these lines underneath and doing the whole mirrored plane and making everything in perspective, and then for this plane to come out like so simple, like anyone could just made a like someone could have made this in like like 3 seconds almost. But this is what I'm talking about. The wing looks really large over here, and then looks really small over here. And I don't know if like the foreshortening, like like if it's really foreshortened that much, or if I'm just crazy. Because I do, opacity here. I do try to come up with a strategy of like, here you can see it better. I make a box around this wing right here, and then I use this line to cut it in half at the midpoint, and then I see where it lands over here using this line in perspective, and then shooting this line back into the other vanishing point, and then it comes out to here. But I think I'm just off on like where the midpoint is. Maybe because I yeah, because I know the midpoint does get foreshortened if you're doing it horizontally. So I think that's where I'm really going off on these. Let me change this back to how it was. Okay. This plane, not bad. Obviously, I didn't get the reference photo, um, how it was, but I'm not terribly, upset about it. And then, of course, everything I want underneath. Excuse me. Try drawing the demon again, and I know, the wheels are way too off, and don't worry, I figured it out later, okay? And then this plane, tried again, somewhat of a failure. I don't really care. It kind of resembles a plane, so that's a win in my book. Tried it again. I'm sure people in the comments are gonna like leave me tips, which I don't mind. I like hearing what you guys have to say, so you guys can keep leaving tips in the comment sections on how I can improve. Again, same stuff. This plane's really like destroying me. um, and then this is where things started to come together a little bit, and I'm not sure if yeah, hold up. Get rid of this, get this, nope, yep, okay. Okay, yeah. This is when I actually started using, well, I used it before, but I actually tried following it a little better and actually created a good foundation for the other for this to come together and not look completely terrible. Obviously still needs work, still a lot of improvement to do, but compared to the other cars where I made them way too long or made them just look weird or the top part was way too tall, this is a good improvement and I am happy about it. And Then we have this car, which I started getting, a little bit closer to resembling the demon, just a little bit, not perfect. I usually just fail, and then now I'm just trying to stylize what I already have. Is there a way to make sure this is still recording? Okay, I am. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this came out. And then you can see, raise the opacity a little bit. You can see, yeah, I used the wheel and then I kept dividing it to get 3 and then 4, and then I used that to translate it onto this plane, and now it doesn't look like, a complete mess, right? Or like it looks way too long, or it's getting like stretched into a black hole. And I'm bringing the vanishing points a lot closer now so that I can actually see where the vanishing point is, and then make the lines a lot more accurate. And I think we're about to get to the last one. Yeah, this thing's still destroying me. But I was in the middle of working on this, and then I have like a strict rule myself where it's like 11 o'clock I start working on, my YouTube. So that's why I stopped working on this midway through to make this video. Or I made another video, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna post it. But yeah, that is the end of my progress video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I might make these every Monday. As I said, I don't really know what I'm gonna do, to be fair. Then I'll just make other useful, well, what I consider useful for people, videos in between. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye.